Hey you guys, welcome to another episode of What? Wow. And today we have the beautiful Rhoda Was. She is a tech professional. She has a startup in the beauty industry that is taking over the world. It's taking over TikTok, it's taking over Instagram, and I just want to welcome you today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Today, I want you to walk us through your journey.
Well, yeah, thanks. My brand is Maneri Skincare, and it was a long, arduous process of coming up with the seed and foundation of what it was or what it is now, a beauty brand. Yeah. But it didn't always start that way. I've been a tech professional, like you said, for over 2 decades, and been a bookworm and kind of like a tech geek for the most part. But
it's like, how do you go from tech to skincare?
Complete 180.
Completely different fields.
Right. So I lived in Silicon Valley, lived on the West Coast. The air is very dry there. So I had a lot of issues just kind of navigating my skin, both on my face and on the body. And as soon as I moved to Atlanta, it's been nonstop. Your skin glows. What's up with your skin? What do you do? And I didn't really think so much into it until I started to really think about it and go tapping into my cultural heritage. I'm East African, a Ugandan.
Hey, shouts out to Uganda in the building.
And I asked my grandmother, I asked who the brand is founded and named after, Maneri. And I just tapped into what we use every day, oil. So every single product is organic, natural-based. Most of the product is sourced in East Asia and Uganda, but they all consume oil. So I've been using that on my face, which seems counterintuitive to a lot of people because they feel like oil produces stuff like, acne, which I've suffered from. But it actually it helps to, it's an impurity that takes impurities out of your skin and helps to bring all the toxins and all the stuff that's underneath the skin to the surface.
And and you have beautiful skin, by the way. I'm looking at it. I'm like,
Thank
no
you.
pimple in sight.
Yeah.
So how did you go from, what was the process of putting everything together and launching and just getting it going? Because I know you have a great amount of experience in marketing too, because also you have 2 books out. She's an author. You can definitely check out her books on Amazon.
Yes, thanks.
So tell me about more intricate, let's get into details, into the nitty gritty of how, you go about building your actual brand. How did you go about it?
Yeah, so it came with a lot of mentorship and support. I worked with a great company called Eve Strategize Agency.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
And I remember, on the first consult, I didn't have a clue. It was just, I want to do beauty, don't know what to do with it. But after thinking about it, talking to my support system, family, friends, and other entrepreneurs, coaches, it became more of, just setting the vision, setting the goals, figuring out what your mission is, what your brand identity is going to look like. And that didn't come off the bat. It took a while to kind of mature and evolve and figure that out.
Yeah.
But having that technology experience and background, I started in legal, moved to finance, moved to e-com, retail, and then have worked with big giants like Amazon and other companies where it's like you start to watch all of that go into practice every day as a corporate employee. And then you're like, I could do that better. I can do that smarter, not harder. And of course, AI, which I put a lot of focus on in most of my books and talking about how to use technology to innovate and automate a lot of stuff. You don't have to do everything manually. You can, automate imagery. You can automate photo shoots. You can automate a lot of different things.
Right. So the tech space really came back full circle for you because you have implemented a lot of the things you've learned over a decade into your business now. So what kind of products do you guys sell at Maneri Skincare?
Yeah, so altogether we have 12 SKUs. So think of everything neck down. So you have body butters, body scrubs, body oils, of course. Our bestseller right now is a shimmer body oil that I kind of have on myself right now. But it's been our top seller for the summer. You can wear it at night. If you're going out for a hot date, you can wear it at the pool, the beach. And also the tools that go along with it. So anybody can sell a product, right? But it's more of a holistic wellness brand where you focus on the actual products that you put on your skin and apply, so sealing and moisturizing your skin in the shower, outside of the shower, and then the tools that help to kind of lock and seal that into your skin so that you are oiled up for the entire day and you don't have to reapply unless you're doing anything rigorous. And then, of course, the education. So a lot of the education goes into tips like, lymphatic massage or air drying, which I don't use towels. I haven't used them in 20 years.
Right. You told me that. I was like, what do you mean you don't use towels? Like, what?
I have them for guests, so you can use them at the house, but they're not for me.
No, but I started implementing that. When I had some of your products. I swear by your products. So
thanks.
I started using the sesame oil. Mm-hmm. What is that one called? Because I just know it has sesame oil in it.
So the nourishing oil has SPF 20, so you're locking in your sunscreen, of course, which is important. And I forget to do that. Mm-hmm. And it's based, I think it has a lavender-based scent.
Yes, and I use it while I'm still a little drenched, and I just put it on, and it just goes on flawless. And
there's a
so
misconception,
good.
and I use this on social media a lot to do kind of controversial marketing, and I know who washes their ass and not.
Right.
Because when I say air dry, they think I mean drenched out of the shower. All you need to do is rinse off, let a little bit of moisture stick onto your skin, and that's all you need.
Right. Real quick, you guys, before we move forward, let's do this ad break for this amazing company, V Plus Energy. This episode is brought to you by V Plus Energy. I love this company because honestly, they provide healthier alternatives. And with V Plus Energy, there's no jitters, no crash, plus they have hydration support. You don't have to sacrifice your health for energy. They have so many different flavors and some amazing products. Be sure to check them out and use our discount code WhatWowTV. So let's fast forward from that. So how do you avoid burnout? When you're stressed out and you're overwhelmed between work, life, your family, and things like that. How do you avoid burnout, or how do you overcome burnout? Because everyone gets burned out sometimes. Let's just keep it a buck.
That's true. I think with me, I go so hard at I've only had a recent burnout a couple weeks ago, believe it or not.
Really?
And it's just because I go so hard. I have a day job. I do book publishing. I do this as well.
You still have a day job? Hold on, wait.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, they're swearing against keeping a day job. They're telling people you shouldn't, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, forget a 9-to-5 and things of that nature.
I mean, if you have it, you have it. But I have to be smart and strategic too. This day job is funding my business, right?
Hello.
So as a Black entrepreneur, venture capital funding has decreased since COVID, right? So they were handing it out just to focus on DEI and building equity within the minority communities. And then they cut that cord once they figured that they, satisfied their debt to, let's just call it Black America. So it's I missed that boat, I missed that train, but most entrepreneurs don't really see profit until year 10. If you get lucky on social media, you go viral. Yeah, you can reap some of that quickly, but you're not gonna gain the full sustainability because those customers are gonna buy once, they're not gonna come back.
Right.
But the burnout that I've seen is that I've had moments where it's quiet, it's just still, and then I have too much time to think about stuff, and then I'm like, oh wow, I missed a birthday, a wedding. I haven't been paying attention to family, friends. And that's the sacrifice that comes with it. Right. But you start to beat up yourself for it. And I had that.
Right. So what do you do to overcome that when you have those feelings? Because for me, when I'm burnt out or something is going on for me, I just shut down. Same. At least for 2-3 days.
Weeks.
2-3 weeks?
Yes. I take as much. I mean, there's no clock, right? There's no start and end time. If what works for you, worked for you. I've taken a year off at one point.
Really?
When I had to leave New York to go to Seattle, I didn't tell anybody.
Sometimes you just can't tell people anything because they put their unwarranted opinions.
It was a distraction, and also it was going to slow me down. I knew so.
Right.
I knew my base in New York was not going to be happy for me to go anywhere. So I had to leave. And it cost me. It cost me people. It cost me friends. And for those who know me, they stuck by me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's I don't regret it. I needed those 4 years to just sit in
4 years?
4 years in Seattle. If you haven't been, it's not for the weak.
Hello, but do you feel like it was something that was really good for you? Did you learn a lot? Was it
Absolutely. It was necessary. I needed 4 years to sit by myself.
Hello, isolation.
And I made the biggest bag because I didn't have let's pull up here, we're popping over here, let's go out here. That's all I did in New York. You partied Sunday to Sunday.
Hello.
I was in the house Sunday to Sunday flipping bags every day. And it was rewarding and fulfilling to know that at least, okay, there's a light at the end of the tunnel that I can at least, pat myself on the back at least. But, when you have a bunch of people that are sitting around you who are naysayers and you're just rolling in this endless hamster wheel going nowhere. It's like I could have probably been so much further in life if I had just let that go a long time ago.
But it's like, who knows? Like, unless you step out of what you're accustomed to and go into isolation, you will never discover what's on the other side.
And I can tell, I mean, look how many people I know from New York that have just moved to Georgia. Like, it almost feels like
New York again.
like an escape of some sort. And they're all doing well. Not one person is struggling. And I'm like, gee, was that place, I don't want to say it was completely toxic. Like, it was a good place to live and grow up in. But now it's kind of like you kind of outgrow it.
Right. So what are you working on now? And what are some, like...
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, what are you working on now? What's the plans?
I'm off to Paris in 2 days.
Hello, Paris.
Oh, you call it Maneri. I'm launching Flying Solo Paris on July 1st.
First of all, let's rewind. Maneri is now in stores. How long have you guys been open? Like in business?
So the company was founded in 2022.
Okay.
D2C website was launched in April 2023. So we just passed a year in April this year.
And you guys are vegan certified.
Yep,
and
Leaping Bunny.
The Leaping Bunny.
Working on a lot of certifications. We are MOCRA certified, which is a requirement now here in the U.S., which is going to protect consumers to make sure they know and trust the products and brands that sell products to them. That was expensive.
All of it is costly.
But to start the launch in Paris or in France, every, I guess, country that you plan to sell in Europe, which is why you don't see a lot of bigger skincare brands overseas, is that you have to certify per country, which means every product label, everything has to be translated in that language, and you pay per product. I have 12.
Oh my God.
So I'm going small. I'm taking my best sellers with me because I know those will move in Paris. But the next big thing after that will probably be the UK. There's been a big demand in the press from Cosmopolitan to Real Simple.
Not Cosmopolitan.
There's been a big buzz in the UK. So I want to make sure I can talk to and serve all of my customers. But primarily we sell in the US and Canada.
Right.
We'll figure out the rest of the expansion later. But we're on Amazon for now, Flying Solo New York. The sister shop here in Atlanta, we launched there over the summer.
Oh, that was great.
And beautybridge.com.
Yes. Okay, so walk me through a day with you. What does that look like? So when you wake up, what is your go-to thing? Like, when I wake up, well, now I have a baby, so when I wake up, she's already up, and she just be looking at me like,
waiting.
Come bathe me, come feed me, come change my diaper. So what's your day-to-day like? Because, everyone has a routine. Every successful person, at least that I know, has a routine. Some people wake up at 5 a.m. and go jogging. Some people like to have breakfast in the morning. Some people don't start work until like 10 a.m. So what's your daily routine like?
I wish I could get up earlier, honestly.
You're not an early bird?
No. I've heard the 5 a.m. thing. I can probably do about 7-ish and because our day starts late at day job.
But really? Wow.
Right.
So I would think that they would start early.
Well, we're a global team, so we transition and hand stuff off. So Europe comes on. By the time Europe is ending their day, it's like my lunchtime. So I have the mornings to kind of do things a little at my leisure. But for day-to-day starting, it's probably, I have a spa in the house, so I go down to the sauna and just do...
Wow, not
namaste.
A spa in the house.
That was the first thing in the house.
The spa?
Not even a bed.
You're
nothing.
So bougie. I love it.
But we had that in the West Coast because it was dark all the time. So that was the way to not want to yourself all the time. So I do that. I'll try to work out downstairs too because they're all in the same place.
Oh, you have a gym too? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're doing well.
In Georgia, I am.
Humbly, right. No, you're doing well. Claim it, period. Yes.
And then orders. I mean, first of all, you said, how do I start my day? That's if I sleep.
Hello.
Entrepreneurs.
Because entrepreneurs don't sleep. No. And even when you're trying to sleep, you're up thinking about ways that you can improve
puzzles,
yourself.
Riddles. You're like, oh, I could put another blog on the website real quick, or I can take care of these customer service questions. So I try to make time to separate that. So my 9 to 5 is 9 to 5, then I take a break, and then I start the other 9 to 5.
Right.
And then randomly I'll be like, oh, I should write 2 books in the middle of the night.
Right.
Instead of going to bed.
Yeah, because you send me links. You're like, hey, I just dropped a new book.
For no reason. No
and I'm
reason
like,
at
okay,
all.
let me go
But
purchase.
I got like 3 in the clip right now. So.
Hello, ready to go.
Ready.
No, but it's good that you're learning things and you're putting out the information, because I feel like the problem in our community is a lot of us have like the crab in the barrel mentality, and people want to just learn, come up, and then don't extend a
Very
hand
much
out
so.
to like help the people that want to learn. So I love what you're doing. I think you should keep going.
Thanks.
I'm rooting for you 100%. You already know that.
Thank you.
And I want to ask you one more question, okay? Like, how's your relationship with your family? Because with you being so busy and you're from New York, so like, how's your relationship with your family? Like your mom, your dad, like everybody, are they proud of you? Like, what's that like?
That's a touchy subject, but most of the family is estranged. I mean, we're predominantly in East Africa, so it's hard to kind of get back as often as I'd like to.
So most of your family's back in Uganda?
Yeah.
Wow.
Majority, on my dad's side. So on my mom's side, they're kind of scattered throughout the U.S. Me and my mom are really, really tight. Like, she comes here and packs orders. She's investing in the company. Like, she's all in. The rest of the family, siblings and whatnot, it's touch and go. Like, I don't have any ill will or animosity towards them. But if you know a successful sibling, you become a problem really quickly, and you just have to accept
Isn't that strange? Why is it like that? Like, I just don't understand why it's like that. And then you're like the black sheep of the family growing up.
Like you said about, just the community of itself. Like, you take the whole African diaspora, which is black, African, Caribbean, all that. There's similarities. You see the same thing.
Yes, Haitians are similar.
Everyone has
Africans.
a similar story and background, but out of my household, I'm not the oldest, I'm not the youngest, I'm the middle child. But everyone rallies around me as, she's got it, or she knows everything, so we go to her for it. Now, I'm the person in the family, though, that always wants to teach and uplift. And the crabs that want to stay in the barrel, stay in the barrel. I can't pick the whole barrel up with me on my back and say, well, come on, because then it's, you're getting into our business, so you're not, not being supportive. So you kind of have to.
Or you're tooting your nose at me.
And it's nothing like that. Even like what I'm doing in my books, I don't write books to profit, right? I have 20 years of experience in my head. I want to put it on wax and give someone else, if they want to, the opportunity to go and learn. I'm not going to force feed it to you, but it's there. I didn't have that with me. My entire career has been on the backs of the melanin deficient, but I had to take that knowledge and apply it. It wasn't given to me.
And you always say that you don't have to be the smartest in the room.
What do you have to be?
The most respected.
That part.
Hello, don't play with
that
them.
part.
Yeah, so elaborate on that. What do you mean by that?
So it's a really nice way of saying fake it till you make it. No one has to know. Nobody has to know.
Nobody has to know.
No one has to know if you are the biggest bull. And I've managed teams before, and the smartest people on my team really weren't the most professional or personable to get along with. No one wanted to work with them because I'm the smartest. That's nice, but do people respect you? I'm not the smartest, but people gravitate because they're like, Rose, easy to work with. You can find answers from her, so we're going to go jump on her team, and they'll do stuff for you.
Right.
So I had to quickly adapt to that, and you learn that as you get through, especially in corporate, the imposter syndrome that most people deal with.
Especially being a black girl. Are you like, how many black people do you work with? Can you count it on your hands? Or like 2?
Oh, 3. We got
what? Wow. In 2020.
But how many are senior? Me.
Don't play with them. Brush your shoulders off. So, yeah, literally. Because how long did it take you to make senior?
I mean, you kind of demand it. I don't ask.
Right.
Because
you're a woman and you're black. You have so many strikes against you. So,
and I don't want to date myself, but going through it in school, like early on, you go into like your lines registering for college, and they want you in like the arts and performing arts line or
not the performing arts.
There were all these lines, and I just kind of like fell into the line by accident. So I was in a tech line by mistake, and it hasn't failed me since. So I just kind of figured out, well, I'm here. I guess I'll just figure it out as I go. That's been the whole career.
Figuring it out.
The entire career has just been figuring it out.
Oh my God. Oh, well, so we're going to wrap it up. So let me ask you 3 or 2 things. Let's just say 2 things you can say to describe yourself.
2 things. Perseverance. I wear that on my face. practically. It's, you know, the letdowns, the disappointments. You don't let any and everything get to you. Not everything is worthy or deserving of a response, and you just grow. You have to evolve and mature. There's the Bronx Road that people know, and I don't want to brush her on anybody, that I've had to retire and put behind me. But if I kept going as that version of myself, then I wouldn't be where I am today. So I don't want to be the person I was yesterday.
Right. You just can't give everything the energy. No. You got to let God fight your battles because, you know, you just do. He'll do them way better than what you would do. You'll end up in jail. You know? Nobody right. Don't beat up nobody, okay? So it's such a pleasure to have you today.
Oh, wait. I have a little gift for you.
Oh, you got gifts? I love gifts. You know, I love gifts. I love gifts.
For the queen.
Wow.
You deserve a glowing experience.
Yes, the shimmer. Ooh.
So you have
the grapefruit body scrub. I don't have these.
You do now.
I'm so happy. You guys look.
So you definitely must try and let me know how they are.
Yes.
But that glow is all in that gold bottle.
Yes. I've seen it. I've seen it on your skin. I've seen it online. Everyone is ranting and raving. I should have. I'm not about to open it. I got to do my teeth. But, you know, the packaging, the branding, everything is high quality. And I am going to open it because I didn't have to use my teeth. It's high quality. Okay. Let's see how it looks. Jeez. They didn't play. You know it's good when it's hard to open.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, is she pretty?
You know how they always
hate that.
They be going like that. Let me see, honey. Let me try some. Let's see. You know you got to.
Ooh, careful.
Right, got it on my dress. Oh yes. And it smells so good. What is that?
Coconut.
Coconut?
Mm-hmm.
What made you go with coconut instead of almond? Because, you know, someone would say almond.
Well, we have the almond in the body butter, which is our first bestseller. But I was thinking tropical. You're at the beach. You're at the pool. It kind of ties in that vibe.
I love that. Thank you so much for everything. It's such a honor to have you. Keep going. I appreciate you and all of your success. I wish you more success. Thank you. God bless you on your journey.
And much success to you on this beautiful show.
Thank you. I received that. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
What? Wow.